Hello buddy, welcome back to Sweden and to my workshop. Today I'm going to try something real new. I'm going to try to forge weld for the first time. I've ordered some 20 multi borax that I put in this nifty container. And for my first forge weld I'm going to try to make a wrapped axe, a sort of colonial style axe. With me for my help I have this old spring that I'm going to use for the axe itself, and this 1095 steel that I'm going to use as a bit. So I have a rough idea of what I need to do. I need to work out the dimensions, of course, and I need to work with the fold, getting the metal forge weld first, and then open up a little bit to put the bit in. And that means prepping the bits and all that stuff as well. We're gonna go over to the board and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So what we are trying to do then is an axe, something like this, sort of, you know, don't mind my drawing. I'm not gonna try anything too snazzy. I'm just going to do simple bar like this, work out the ends a bit so they line up, look more axe-like, and then fold them like this, yeah, and get these two ends to meet. So I have this eye here, which I'm later on going to drift, and then when I have the parts closed like this, I'm going to put the bit in, and that's going to be here. So what we have is a piece of mystery steel, probably just it's an old spring for a wagon or something like that, so it's probably not the toughest steel. And we have this finer bit of steel that's going to work as the edge. Like I said, I've never done this before. And like a lot of things I do here, it's trial and error. And yeah, looking forward to it. And I hope you're going to enjoy this video as well. forge weld did not go well in this area and up here. Otherwise it's pretty alright. So I'm thinking this sort of shied away from a colonial axe into a Viking type bearded axe. But now I'm thinking, let's cut the beard off, make a longer tail here and go down that way, and just, you know, cut this excess and cut that one off, because up here the weld is good, I think. So instead of just claiming it a failed project, I'm going to cut it up a bit. And you see here there's not a good weld as well. So most of it is good, the bit is in. So now I just need to shape it a bit. So I don't know if I'm going to go that way. Something like that. I think that's too there. Something like that maybe. Okay, so this was a fun exercise in my first ever forge weld. A few things that obviously did go wrong, and it did not actually forge weld here, so it was a good thing that we cut it up, because then I could see that the, I think you call it delamination, went through all the way, and also on top here. But otherwise, you know, this part and this part looks good. When I first started drifting the hole, the axe eye, it opened up, as you saw probably, and then I fluxed it again and brought it down. So that was no biggie. I think I could have survived with this part not being fully closed. But then later on when I drifted it, it stayed up till there. So that's pretty good. But still, delamination here and delamination here. And the bit, as you saw first, went down a bit. It went down apart. It was more of a bearded axe. And I kind of like that style. I said colonial axe first. But I like, the Viking type area, Viking type axes. I guess it's because it's my heritage. I like it. It appeals to me. This axe, I think it's I cut it up. It's a funky looking piece of metal, but I would call this a semi-success, because this is a weaker iron, and here you have a stronger piece of steel for the bit, for the edge. One thing I noticed, and I don't know if it's my mind playing tricks on me, but it felt like it was harder to get the steel up to temperature as I put on more flux. I don't know if it's because the flux sort of put itself on here as a protection coating or something like that. If you have any idea, please leave a message in the comments. But I would say this is semi-success. It was a really fun thing to do. It's challenging as hell. And mostly because I realized my forge is too narrow, so I can't go past a certain width here. Yeah, so Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope you had fun as I had, and we'll see you on the next one.